They call him the king of African streaming, especially on TikTok. A teenager from the streets of Ikorodu, who in just few years went from making short TikTok videos to breaking records. In 2025, he became the most watched streamer in Africa, pulling in 76,000 concurrent viewers during a single live stream, and he did it without a big production and without pretending to be somebody he's not. His name has gradually become a household name. Whenever you open TikTok, all you keep hearing is
Peller.
But who is Peller? And how did the young Nigerian without nothing more than a phone, a personality, and a relentless energy become this big? His rise wasn't just luck, it was strategy, perfect storm of timing, relatability and understanding what his audience wants. While others are busy chasing algorithm, tricks and paid promotion, Peller used and mastered the oldest secret in entertainment, making people feel like they know you personally. His fans don't just watch him, they hang out with him. They know the sarcasm, the sudden burst of laughter, the moment that seems he doesn't want to be on live, keeps streaming, and that connection is powerful. Before the millions of followers, before the record-breaking streams, before the headlines, before the awards, there was just a boy, Habib Hamzat, a boy who grew up in Ikorodu, Lagos State, Nigeria, a city where hustle isn't a choice, it is survivor. Every cornerstone, every street market, every boss carries its own story. And in that chaos, Habib found his own rhythm. Born on May 10, 2005, Peller was a kid who could make people laugh without even trying. He has the ability to make a whole room cracking up, but comedy was just part of it. He had presence, that rare ability to hold attention, even if he wasn't saying much. After his secondary education, Peller did carpentry work, but he felt that since the person that he's working for can't afford a good car and stays in a rented apartment, that's not the type of life that he wants. He wanted to be rich. So he started TikTok content creation as just a hobby with just his phone. And according to him, his real influence came from the creators he watched. Streamers like Kai Sanet, Phantom, and Aisho Speed opened his eyes for what was possible. But instead of simply copying their style, he blended it with his own humor, Yoruba expressions, pidgin English, and the use of bad English. And the kind of sarcasm that only works when you mean it. A hunger to be seen, a hunger to be heard. So he started small, quick videos, funny ones that barely got any likes. Nights when the internet was bad, he still stays up, recording again and again just to get it right. Days when people laughed at him, when friends told him that TikTok was for unserious people. He kept going. Something in him told him that one day they'll watch him. But he didn't know that he's about to take African streaming to somewhere it hasn't been before. Not long after, he crossed paths with Jarvis, a Nigerian TikTok force, as people call her the African AI. Their meeting was like fate. Both were young, both hungry, both determined to break barriers. Their first collaboration lit up TikTok. The chemistry, the timing, the creativity. It was as if they were born to perform together. And suddenly, it happened. A video went viral. Wow. Nobody expected it. One post, one clip, his follower count started climbing. The views began to grow like fire. Shares, likes, people started tagging their friends. And in a digital economy where attention is currency, that was the first sign he was onto something big. People who have never seen Peller before now saw him through Jarvis' audience, and vice versa. That life pushed him into new circle. But he didn't stop there. Collaboration was even bigger. A skit on TikTok Live that went beyond comedy. A mix of humor and suspense that kept people glued. The clips spread fast, bouncing from one phone to another, from blogs to blogs. Fans began to say Peller and Jarvis are unstoppable together. Those two moments were not just skits, they were stepping stones, proof that Peller was more than just a one-man show. He could shine, he could build bridges. Everyone wanted more laughter, more Peller. He had to become a machine of creativity, dropping videos that never missed until his face became a brand. But the real turning point came like a miracle. One morning, Nigerians opened their phones and saw a shock. Olamide, the legend himself, had posted Peller. The same Olamide who raised a whole generation of stars. That single post was like lightning. Peller's followers doubled, tripled. His name left TikTok conversations and entered mainstream conversations. The weight of that single post pushed him higher than he had imagined. On the 28th of June 2024, The day he finally met Olamide face to face, he had imagined it 1,000 times, but when it finally happened, his heart raced. This was not just a meeting, it was a stamp of approval. A dreamer meeting the man who gave him wings without even knowing it. And in that moment, Peller realized that his journey had only begun. He started hanging out with some of the biggest names in the industry, from Tiwa Savage to Davido, to Zlatan, to Victor Osimhen. People who envied him and said that he wouldn't last. Some accused him of chasing clout and others waited for his downfall. Still, he didn't stop. He turned their whispers into fuel. He kept shining, building empires with his phone. The money started to roll in. Big money. TikTok was no longer a hobby. It became a business. His lifestyle changed. He started buying multi-million naira cars, traveling to different countries. Peller was living a life many only dream of. But fame in Nigeria comes with a scar. For every smile on TikTok, there were nights of silence. Time when the internet would turn against him. He felt the weight of being a public figure, knowing that one mistake, one wrong word could destroy everything he built. And when he thought he had mastered the game, a new problem came knocking. Not from fans, but from the government itself. Talks of taxing content creators filled the air. The government has seen how much these youngsters were making. They wanted a share. Suddenly, the joy of creating was mixed with fear. The Lagos government sent him a letter demanding 36 million naira as his income tax. Peller couldn't handle it. He started lamenting, complaining that how much is he making for them to demand such amount. In a live stream, he stated that if they remove 10 million naira from his account,
if they remove 10 million away from my account, I go dead by hanging. I swear. Who be them? Government is what collects my money. What's happen? I swear to God, since I did TikTok, they make money. Government never gives me rules before.
Peller found himself standing in a crossroad. The phone that gave him wings now carried a price. Even with the storm around him, he never stopped. Peller's rise isn't just about one creator making it big. It proved that the digital space has no borders. That a kid from Ikorodu, armed with nothing but charisma and a camera, can stand shoulder to shoulder with a lot of A-list celebrities. His success tells every young African creator that you don't need a fancy studio, a management team. You need consistency and the courage to put yourself out there.
Peller? Who? Who wants to race me? Peller who? Peller who? Peller who?
Yes, he called Peller. He got my name. Yes, it's my name he called. Yeah, this is how it's all happened. I am on this phone pressing my home phone and I always watch his live punches.